Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I decided I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I've had a couple people ask me now to start because they want to kind of see how I do my makeup. So I had people ask me to do like Facebook Live, YouTube, post videos on Instagram, and I was like, well, I think YouTube would be the best way to go just because I don't want to sit here and cut videos in half and post them on Instagram. And I feel like Facebook, you're live, and I just don't want to get interrupted a lot while I'm trying to do my stuff. So I'm going to go with YouTube. So today I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I don't know what my schedule is going to be yet. I don't know how often I'm going to post. But like every so many days, I'll do a video of certain things like eyeliner maybe one day, eyebrows the next, whatever it could be. So today I'm going to do my eyebrows. I have my Arc of Obsessions Morphe palette, or not palette, Morphe eyebrow. Don't know where my brain's at. It comes with a few things in your kit. I think I paid $18 for this on Morphe.com. In the kit, it comes with a brow pencil, brow cream, brow setting gel, highlighter stick, and your angled brush, your angled spool brush. So this is the color I choose. I used to go way lighter, but now I go a little bit darker just because of my hair is darker. I keep coloring it darker. So that's what I do. And I guess when you're blonder, you're gonna want a blonder, lighter color just because it's gonna look a little bit dramatic if you have such a dark color on being blonde. I mean, some people can pull it off, but like I feel not everybody should do dark eyebrows. I don't know. So the way that I angle my brush or angle my eyebrows is, my mom always taught me that you go from, so you take a pencil and you go right here. So that's where your eyebrow should start. And then the arc of your eyebrow should be, if you go over your pupil, you go over your pupil, that's where the arc should be. Then this right here is where it should end. You go to the corner of your eye, boom, that's where it should end. So you got your 3 points, and that's the start, the arc, the end. That's where you know, that's how long your eyebrow should be, where it arcs, all that. I always do one eyebrow first just because I have a really hard time trying to do both eyebrows at the same time and making them match really well. So I always do like this eyebrow, and then you'll see, I don't know if I'm gonna do both eyebrows this video. It's my first video, so I'm a little nervous. But when I do my eyebrows, I connect them. I kind of get like a little unibrow type thing going on, but that's like the only way I can try to get them somewhat similar. So that's just how I do it. I'm kind of away from the mirror, so I have a little mirror here that I'm gonna kind of do so that you guys can still see, but you know, I can see what I'm doing. So I learned that if you never want to do your eye, I always used to like go where the very last hair of my eyebrow is, and they would end up super thick. So I have learned to like kind of not go right where my hairline ends, but I go a little bit above that just to get not such a thick eyebrow, because I've had a couple people say, oh my gosh, your eyebrows are really thick. And I realized that. So I realized what I was doing wrong, and I'm trying to now fix that. So I kind of go along the outs a little. Somewhat like that. It doesn't look perfect. I'm going to be using concealer. I'm going to be using a concealer to fix that. I'm going to do the same with my top a little. I usually leave a little bit of an arc there, and then connect them right there. So I know it looks really dark right now and it's not very even, but you'll use your spool brush. You're gonna have using your spool brush here to get the lines out and blend it way better. Okay, I usually go to about there. I don't go all the way to the line just because it gets really hard to like fade it, so I don't do that. I use the pencil that came with my Morphe kit, my Morphe eyebrow kit. That's what I use. And I kind of like feather in, try to make it look natural, like you're making your own eyebrow hairs. This is what I have a hard time with. I try not to make it super dark because you have to fade it quite a bit in here. If not, I look like I got the most boxy eyebrows, and look at, they're still thick. Like they look very thick still. Which is okay because that's what your concealer is for. So for my concealer, I use Morphe. Kind of having a hard time focusing it. I don't really know if I like this. My mom has recommended Shape Tape, I believe it is, from Tarte. I haven't got that yet. I obviously want it. I want to see how it works. Okay, so when I do my concealer, I use a brush, and I use kind of like a thicker brush. And then I kind of like go along and clean it up. And you'll notice that when you're cleaning it up, it makes a world of a difference. So that's kind of like the beginnings of it. Need a little bit more concealer. I know that not everybody does their eyebrows the same way as me, but this is just how I do it, so. And obviously practice makes perfect, I should say. I used to really suck at my eyebrows, guys. I had a friend once who we started hanging out with like a lot, and she was like, girl, your eyebrows look like a ball with a point on it. And I never realized until she told me that, and I was like, oh my god, they're awful. Why don't like people tell me this? Okay, well, that's like pretty good shape, I think. I don't know, that's how I like it. Now to like get my really good what would you call that, blending right here, I've always been taught that your fingers are your best tools. So what I do is I like dab to try to like blend it out, and I use my spool brush. So I'll kind of go through and like, you'll see. So it's not so dark, and it kind of like lightens it up a lot. It gets rid of those nasty lines, and that always happens to me. And I really try to blend it out up here because you don't want it to look super boxy. So I get it like that pretty much. And then I kind of take my concealer and like get rid of it a little here, just because it gets to be like a little much and you have a hard time trying to get your eyebrows to blend and look good when you have that. Okay, so Now that you can see, I have a little bit of concealer on my actual brow that I did. So I use the pencil that I get and I kind of like fix it up between that and the brush. I kind of like take care of that issue of my concealer. But I still want to like blend this out because as you can see, it's still very boxy. I don't know. See, and you're obviously going to make a mess again, so you're going to have to go through with your concealer again and clean it up again. And I try to do more of the top than the bottom because you kind of want that more of a definite line on the bottom than on the top. See, that's way better to me. So then I'll clean it up again and then fix the concealer I have on my eyebrow right there. Let's be honest, it doesn't always look the best. Everybody has a hard time at first doing their makeup. See, it's still a little bit thick here. There we go. There we go. And then I kind of go with where I taught you guys from the 3 points. Go right here. You kind of put a line there so that you know that that's where you should end. Like, look at all that extra I have there. So you don't want that there, obviously. Clean it up a little bit. It's awful right now. I don't have any baby wipes by me. I normally use baby wipes to clean this up. Of course, I don't have any right now, so just kind of blend it out maybe here. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I went and got some baby wipes. So, fix my eyebrows up a little here. So I use my nails to like get a point edge out of it. I don't know what other people do, but that's what I do. And I clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. Just because it makes it way easier to get a better, straighter, finer look out of it. Also, I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise and really crappy lighting in here. I'm doing this in my makeup room in the basement. Okay, so now I'm kind of like wiping away some of the color just to kind of get more of a better look, a little. So now I take my fingers and I really like dab it out here. Kind of really go with it. Because we all need that little dabbing every once in a while. I don't know what that was about, but okay. I'm just talking, I'm so lonely. I should have guessed. You know how that fun that would be? Like have my mom come over, teach me how to actually do my makeup every once in a while. Like do things I don't know, you know? Like that would be fun. Mom, you should come over. Come over, we'll have a makeup party. I'm also not even using the camera, just so everybody knows. I'm so low-key. I'm such a beginner, that's the awful part. I just woke up one day and I was like, yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I had so many people asking me all the time, and I'm like, well, why not? See, I don't know if you could tell it goes from lighter to darker. That's what I want out of it. That's like kind of fading into it. So, That's what I want, and that's what I get. Look at my mirror. It's so gross. It says, look at me now. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Hey. It's a song from like middle school, I swear to God. I used to like love that song. Look at me now, oh, look at me now, eh. I'm getting paper. Is that how it goes? Getting paper. I don't know. Alright, I still haven't even like touched up this awfulness here. It's kind of thick right there. See, you kind of just have to wing it because I like will look at it, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Like, I love it right here. And then when it kind of curves, I got to kind of like kick this up right there a little bit. Just a tish. Like that. Clean it up and see how it looks. I don't know if I'm going to do the other side just because this is already kind of getting to be a long video, but I will show you guys how I'll connect them and you do the same thing on the other side. Just, it's obviously the other side. And normally when you do the first eyebrow, the second one is a little bit easier, but yet harder because you have to try to make them match. But it's easier because you're kind of already in the swing of like doing it, so it's not as hard, if that makes sense. To me anyways. It's like, oh, done with one. Then I do the other and I'm like, this is not easy. Trying to like get them to match is what's hard. Like the rest of it's super easy, is just trying to get to match. Okay, well there's obviously some still there, but that's my eyebrows. That's, see, you got the, where's my thing? I got the start right here, arc, end. That's how my mom taught me how to do it. So she's not professional, but neither am I, so this is how we do it. Okay, next, when I'm all done with the eyebrows, pretend I got this side done. When I'm all done with the eyebrows, I use brow setting gel. So I got it from Morphe. That's what it looks like. And you just like put it in, but when I do it, I try to get it to like make my eyebrows kind of like lay a certain way so it looks more natural. Like I kind of curl them, almost like you do when you put on your mascara. You kind of curl it on. And what this does is this like, oh, that's not good. What it does is it makes them last longer. It's like a setting, you know how you have like the setting spray? I have my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It's kind of like that for the rest of your makeup, but that's for your eyebrows. So, I'm not liking this, guys. I'm not liking it. Wrong one. I do this every time. I grab the wrong brush and I'm like, oh no, wrong brush. Is that better? Not really. Not really. It's kind of hard when I already put that setting gel on. I wish I would have noticed it before. See, this is why we should like, this is why I should have like live YouTube so that people can be like, hey girl, stop, your eyebrow right there is all messed up. I'd be like, yes it is. So that's how I do my eyebrows. And I would just do it on the same side, and then to get them to match, I know it looks ridiculous, but I literally take it right here and I make like, try to make a straight line out of it. It's not very straight. See, I go like that. It's not very straight, but you get the concept of the where it should go, how you should start it. And I do that on the top and the bottom, and then I just take a baby wipe and I wipe it right off, because then you don't even see it. So that's how I do my eyebrows. Like I said, this is a Morphe Arc Obsessions kit. I paid $18 for it. I can't say that for sure, but I'm 99.99% sure I paid $18 for that on Morphe.com. they have that Afterpay payment plan thing where you can pay like 4 payments. So I got that and a few other items. But that's the gist of it. I always clean up my makeup and put it back in the packaging just because I like to keep it in the packaging, because sometimes the packaging says things that like my products don't. So I like to like know what it is. But that's all for today. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know, like I said, I don't know when my next video will be. I don't know what it'll be. I'm going to try to do one often. I'm gonna do, maybe my next video I'll already have my eyebrows done and I'll do like my eyeshadow, and maybe I'll do little videos until I get like a full face of makeup on. So